But it might do throw bricks at me if it does. We're going to hear about Logicless templates with Mustache, and I'm kind of going to talk while stuff happens, as is customary. I don't have to. Our next speaker, please welcome Alex Balhatchet.
So yes, I'm not going to talk to you guys about Docker again, but it does have some interesting overlap with Alex's first talk actually. So I'll see if this is the way you've already gone, or if I can persuade you to go this way. So I'm going to talk about Mustache and Logicless templates. Mustache is a templating engine that came out of Twitter. It's an alternative to Template Toolkit, or Mason, or Twig, or ERB, or whatever else you might be using. And it's logicless, it's cross-language, and it's really, really fast. So I'm going to talk to you about this. I actually did a Perl Advent Calendar article about this last year, 2015. This is going to be that, but with less elf references. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to the Perl Advent Calendar, because it's awesome, and it's starting soon. So quick quiz, number one. Hands up if you're using templates in your day job. Yeah, that's good. Keep them up, keep them up. So, keep them up. If your templates contain too much business logic, super crowd, yeah. and I'm imagining some other people as well. So this is a problem that is rife in the world of web development, and Mustache is the cure. So Mustache is a logicless templating engine. That is Twitter's word, logicless. It's kind of meaningless, but it's my attempt at explaining it. It basically takes all the logic that you can take out of a templating engine and still have it be a templating engine, rather than just a text file. So what you can do is include a variable. So take the contents of a variable and print it. You can loop over arrays or hashes. That's it. You can do conditionals. Is this true or is this false? That's it. You can do partials, so load other templates, include one template inside another. And because it's made for HTML for the web, you can do escaping or non-escaping. So you can have your HTML entities pop out, or if you've already done that and you don't want to double encode your entities, then you can use the triple Mustache to make sure that tell it that you don't want escaping. So what can't you do? What are you guys all doing in your templating templates that you shouldn't be doing? Declaring variables, complex conditionals, and when I say complex conditionals, I mean like and, or, not. These things are not okay in Mustache, you cannot do them. Arbitrary loops, so loops over data structures. Loops over data structures are okay. Loops over like 1 to 10. So if you want to do that, put a 1 to 10 in your data structure. You also can't do loop logic, so continue, next, break, that kind of thing. No maths, addition, subtraction, nope. And you can't put any of your like translation logic, filter logic, internationalization, localization. None of that can go into your templates. And you can't do any logging, warning, or dying.
Let's start SQL.
Yeah.
Let's start SQL.
And you can't put SQL. You can if you want it to show up. If you're writing like SQL documentation, you want
The special case the first or last equation of loop.
No. And one thing I will say, if I've got time, one annoying thing about it actually is you can't say, is this array empty? Because the way that you loop, or the way you do a conditional that's not a negative conditional, so actually I like this, kind of not, is the same as this one. So here, hash loop, that's an if it's not an array, and a loop if it is an array. So you can't say if it's empty. Well, you can say if it's empty, but you can't say if it's not empty. So you have to put that into your data structure. What do I mean by that? Well, basically, you split your view into view classes and your templates. You put all the logic you've got in your templates in your view classes, where it's supposed to be. So you've probably already got some concept of a view class, something's running your template, something's calling Mason render, is that what happened? It's just that you put the line in the wrong place. Or the line is too blurry you've got some logic in your templates. You've probably got some logic outside of your templates as well, I hope. So in your view class, you collect all your data from your models, configuration, API calls, wherever all the data comes from, and you do all your localization, internationalization. You do all of your logic. Like I said, if there are some things that you have to do that are a little bit hacky. If you want to be able to loop 1 to 10, you've got to put an array 1 to 10 in your data structure, but the alternative is much, much messier. And because you've got this view class that's data in and data out, it's really unit testable. You can just ignore the fact that it's a web app and just treat it as data. And your templates, you can give them to your non-developer design team or whoever it is, because they're just HTML, CSS, and JavaScript with a few little mustaches in there. So a question you might be asking, can I just do this with any templating engine? Yes, you can. But, you know, it's nice to have a tool that forces your hand sometimes and doesn't let you do that 5 PM hack on a Friday. That is still there 3 months later, even though you said it was temporary in the comment. So that's logicless templates. Hopefully I've sold you on that, but maybe I haven't sold you on Mustache yet. Quick quiz number 2, and I'm expecting some hands up here. If you're making a template that's used to do a website, do you want that website to be found by Google? Fewer hands than I was expecting, okay. So search engine optimization. Sorry, question? You've still got your hand up. No, I wasn't going to keep your hands up. So search engine optimization is the name of the game on the internet. You've got to make Google happy. And unfortunately, that was really easy back in the 90s, back in the early 2000s, when Googlebot went around and read HTML. But now you want to build your websites with Node.js and Angular and everything rendering on the client side and API first. And happy to say that with Mustache you can have your cake and Google it too. Because, as I said in my second point, it is a multi-language templating engine. So you can take a single Mustache template, Mustache template, and put it through JavaScript and end up with a compiled JavaScript template, and that can run in the browser. Take the data structure in JavaScript, so the data structure, pass it down from Perl, JSON, JavaScript. Same template, same HTML output, can run in the browser. Or on the Perl side, TextHogan will do the same thing, turn it into a compiled Perl template, which you then give a big Perl data structure to, and out comes the same HTML on the server. So that means when Googlebot comes along, or when a user comes along for the first time, you go, here you go, here's your full HTML page that Googlebot knows how to read. Question?
Yes, this is actually not needed with modern JavaScript frameworks because React and Angular 2...
Yeah, Node kind of solves this problem if your site's not built in Perl, but if it is, then, or if it's built in Ruby or in Python or in PHP. Or if it's built in Node.js, you can use Mustache as well.
Yeah, it can be used in anything. If you render your front end with React, let's say, there's a feature called fastboot, which will render it server side. You can run React server side.
The answer to the Google SEO problem is server-side rendering. This is an option for Perl, server-side rendering.
But if your front end is already written, like, let's say in Angular, then your Angular can run server side and also make it.
Yes, that's an option. Absolutely. Okay. I'll keep going.
Let him finish his talk.
And the other final thing I wanted to say is just that it's really fast. So that same pre-compiling step that you can do in JavaScript and in Perl gives you a really, really fast, really, really ugly blob of code that you can run. You can compile that once and then write it to disk, read it back off disk. And then this is an example of some MIT prof output where you can see a simple website being rendered in 2 milliseconds. Why is it so fast? Because there's no logic. Because everything slow is in your view class. But the same thing that makes it unit testable makes it really easy to profile. So you just profile your view class, find out where it's slow, speed it up. That's a different talk. Maybe one I'll give it the next. End of slides. Yeah, so if you have any questions now or later. Okay.
Do you have any feeling between why you choose Mustache rather than handlebars, for example?
I haven't got much experience with handlebars. I think it looks very similar in terms of the use of handlebars or mustaches, but I think you're allowed to put a bit more logic in there than you are with Mustache. So you end up making the same mistakes that you make with template toolkit. Yeah. Do you know a good CPAN module for handlebars rendering?
No, it's just I used Mustache in a course that I ran at Balhatchet, and since then I've come across some web pages saying, handlebars is better. So I've come up with ideas about whether I should change that course, but if you're saying it's better because it's more powerful and actually you don't want the power, then maybe I'll stick with what I've got.
Yeah. I haven't looked at handlebars as closely as it has, so take a look at both, let me know what you find out. Thank you.
Okay, so it's nearly time for our break, but as I